Hello and welcome to the CGS podcast, where we'd like to help you connect to, grow in, and serve God better. My name is Chris Rathbone, the host of the CGS podcast, and I'm so glad that you joined us today. Let's get into it.
We are building a community here at the City Church where everybody connects, everybody grows, and everybody serves. Welcome to the CGS podcast.
That's right. That's what we're doing here, and we're excited to do it. So thank you for joining us. This is part 2 of a series. If you missed the first one, we want you to stop this right now. We can't deal with it. You need to quit and go back one.
Should we have an entry quiz? If you can't answer these questions, you can't move on?
Yeah. I mean, what are the first 3 action steps?
I thought we were going way more basic than that.
I need to know everything.
Like, what did we talk about?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What did you guys think of this new format? Do you like the video? I mean,
pros and cons. Cons, you have to be really worried about like boogers and stuff in your teeth because people could see it.
I'm terrified of boogers.
But a pro is that I look really good in these headphones and now everyone knows it.
So you had a choice whether you could wear them or not. You chose to wear them.
Yeah, I know I look adorable in headphones. It's like my look.
Yeah, it's not bad. So it looks nice. Yeah, we decided that we're going to go windows up.
Yeah. Changing things up here on site.
Yeah,
in our brand new studio.
We got to mix it up. So it does feel fancy having this place.
It does feel really fancy. So we almost have a sponsor. Should we tell them? It's not official.
Can they see it?
But if you can see it, there's a hint about a sponsor we're reaching out to. We're hoping they'll say yes.
Eat more chicken. That's what the sign says back there. But not a sponsor yet.
No. I think our values are aligned, the important ones.
Definitely.
Chicken.
I definitely don't eat cows. So
I
eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the format. I like this setup we have going on here, and this is a nice place, but it's probably not something we're going to do forever unless people are like, we want more. We want more.
If there is a crowd chanting about this podcast, I will do anything.
Yeah, me too. We need to hear from the crew.
How do you know which camera to look at?
I'm pretending like they don't exist.
I just ignore them.
I haven't seen you look at this one at all.
Can it even see him?
It can't.
Yeah, you'd have to stand up.
No, I do have 2 cameras on me just in case. Well, I needed 2 cameras on me because last week one of them crashed, and it was a good thing.
Are we going to tell them that this is take 2 of tonight? There was a cord situation. Yep. But you caught it really early.
It was early. We didn't actually start. We just played the song twice, so no big deal. We're pretty much professional at this point.
Yeah.
We did not talk about if Daniel's going to open or not. We kind of figured that out. He gave me like the worship pastor look.
Yeah.
Like, am I on yet? Should I come up?
No.
I was like, yes.
The spirit agrees.
No, you guys probably didn't pick up that because you don't see my nod.
You gave me the altar nod.
A pastor and a worship pastor has this language, and me definitely have it.
Yeah. Words aren't even needed.
He's like, got it. He's like, what's that? Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15? Oh, yeah, I got it. Anyways, that was a little foreshadowing. We will be reading Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15 later. So
get pumped.
Yep. All right, let's do a little recap of last week's action plan. So we have this connect, grow, serve action plan. If you want to get involved at City Church, we've come up with 3 bullet points for each part of the mission, how to be a part of the mission. And last week, the 3 bullet points are commit to God and regularly attend Sunday services. So it may seem like, oh, duh, just go to church. Like, what's so hard about that? Well,
if you're not in the habit of doing it, Sunday morning is tough.
Let's go from sleeping in on Sunday morning,
brunch,
listen to Jack Johnson Sunday morning. Like, man, you go from that to going to church every week. It's just a transition. You'll learn that it's better.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
But it's just any habit. You have to start somewhere.
It takes time.
Be different.
So that's the first step. Just commit to coming to church. The second one is join us for men's or women's nights. Now, these are fellowship nights. These are fun nights. We do them once a month for every other gender. It's kind of confusing. Just join the group me. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, 1 month is men's night on the fourth Sunday. Then the next month is women's. It's alternating.
Okay, it's not that confusing, really.
Fourth Sunday, somebody is meeting.
Yeah, we do it.
And often
it's fun.
It's like, oh, it's men's night. What are you guys doing? Let's take our kids to the park. It's like that.
Bonus ones.
So yeah, you get like a sneaky one. It's not technically women's night, but we could still hang out. There's no like real rules about not meeting.
I mean, me and Chris have done that before. So.
Yep. We have secret meetings sometimes.
That sounds like the third point.
Oh,
What?
Oh my gosh.
What a segue.
Amazing.
Segue.
The last point.
Wait, say it louder for Victoria.
Victoria, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
That
Turn them up
sounds
some more.
like the third point.
Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Yeah,
Find-
so yeah, go ahead and read it. Yeah.
Find fellowship outside of the church building. Ask about the Group Me group, Facebook, and the church calendar. I read those all mixed up.
It's okay.
They all counted.
Yep.
You got it. No one knows.
We're kind of, well, the women have been on GroupMe for a long time. Men are kind of new to it, but it's kind of picking up some steam. And it's convenient. We're no longer getting rando texts. And
You know who everybody is.
Yeah.
yeah, it's got their name on it. That's kind of nice too. You're right. I didn't even think about
And
that.
a picture. Oh yeah. Like instantly you have a name and a face.
Is that a picture on there?
You can
Yep.
put you can put your picture on it.
I'm going to make my picture funny.
That's another way to learn people real quick. It's
I
like,
think
oh,
yours
that
is
guy.
on there.
We need to make funny pictures. Like
Listen,
culture.
if you're not in the group me, it's not because you're left out. It's just you need to tell us.
Yep.
We'll add
send
you.
We'll send you invite.
It's easy.
It's
Oh,
yours.
it's just family, boring.
Yeah.
I need to put something funny on there.
Which one are you? It's hard to tell.
There's so many faces on there. Yeah.
So mean to Claire and Paige.
Hey. Yeah, they would take offense to that. All right, so we've mentioned some ways to connect. What is your favorite way to connect a city church personally?
The calendar.
Calendar.
I wasn't
just
sure if I was
knowing-
going to say it or not.
Just knowing if everyone's doing something.
No, well, I'm not super good at checking the calendar. I don't live by a calendar. I live by the spirit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Some people do. Some people, if it's not on the calendar, like, we ain't doing it.
I think I'm going to be a person like that, and then I forget to put stuff on the calendar. It's like, I'll remember. It'll be fine. So for real, I mean, I do love Sunday mornings. I really love them.
Sunday morning is like a celebration. Like, that's kind of what the church is, like, that's what it's reserved for. That's kind of what the purpose of that one is.
It's like sometimes on the way to church, you have to fight Satan. He's like trying to get you, but then you get there and it's amazing. Just feels good to be together.
I mean, that may be what it's like for some people. I have to get there so early that I'm on my own time. So I'm just like getting ready. No one's awake, driving by myself, walking in, and it's just me and Daniel, and we get to make jokes.
I'm not
Or we
fighting
just don't
Satan
talk and say
the
a single word to
time.
each other.
Because we haven't had enough coffee yet.
If I know that you haven't said a word and I haven't said a word, I usually just stop what I'm doing and go make some coffee. Because
The connection has
we
been
need
made.
it. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how you connect.
Or I'm just so engulfed in what I'm doing on the computer, trying to make sure everything is right.
Yeah. Get locked in.
And then I do pick my head up and say, hey.
I think, go ahead.
I am definitely best at coming to Sunday mornings, but I like
It's the easiest.
connecting outside of church the best.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If I could do like a fishing trip with the men every weekend, I think I would choose that.
It's a lot of weekends.
I enjoy that trip. I don't know.
That's pretty much what Jesus' whole ministry was.
Right.
They were all fishermen, right?
It was awesome.
It was so much fun. We definitely need more of that. Like, it's been years since we've done anything like that. Like, think about like Stronger Men's Conference, maybe is the last time we went to something.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like 2017, maybe 2018.
Whoa.
2017, I bet.
Yeah.
That was the last
yeah.
decade.
We are like starving for something.
Some
you know?
people weren't even born back then.
Right. Some people. You're right. You're right. Exactly. Yeah. So we need to get the ladies on a trip. I know that some people are asking for it, and it's definitely something to be fun to do. But I don't know what y'all are going to do. Just go like
A frolic in a field of flowers.
go
That
shopping.
sounds so
Wow.
nice.
Go shopping or something. A shopping trip.
Yeah.
a weekend to the outlet mall.
Branson.
Well, okay.
Go to Tanger.
Tanger, yep. That's a good one. Got a Reebok store in that one.
I need to
Hey,
look at
ladies,
Reebok
when you have a
more.
better idea than these jokers, let me know. I'll make it happen.
You probably should come up with
Jokers.
your own ideas. But if you want me to plan it for you, that's probably what. I'll probably
can we
put
get
you
a
in a
church
condo.
van for that?
Good location next to Silver City. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, my favorite way to connect is, if I had to choose these, it'd be find fellowship outside the church. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely.
I like fellowshipping where the food is.
Eating day.
Eating day is good.
Eating day.
Eating day really is a lot of fun.
You're never disappointed when someone's like, hey, do you want to get dinner tonight? Like, I've never been sad about that.
Yep. Exactly. I probably should do less of that, but I'm excited about it.
You don't have to cook. There's no dishes
Yeah.
at your house.
You had me at those two things. I don't need a lot of convincing. It's a problem I need to be addressed, honestly. We're going to work on that one. It's just been busy. We're in a busy season, and it's just like, we're going to go to Las Fajitas. Actually,
That's our spot.
We actually preserve that for Sundays. We don't go
Oh, you don't want to
very
ruin
often
it.
during the regular week. Unless it's just been too long, and then I'm like having withdrawals, then I'll go. But
We've been a couple of times not on Sunday.
oh, really?
And it was still good. It was sort of weird. I was like, who are all these people? These aren't the Sunday people.
That's funny. Yeah, there's like a Sunday crowd. Anyway, all right. So after you connect, what's next?
Nothing. That's it. You're done.
Well, some churches do that, and I don't know, some churches do. Them center churches. I use your wind voice.
Well,
Churches in there.
shout out to Win.
Do it. Do your wind voice.
I can't. I have to work into it.
Say something real about someone's church.
I can't.
Just imagine you're talking on the phone.
Oh gosh.
That's
I was like,
my
whoa,
Win
what'd she say?
voice. That's not my
Oh, coming down. You all coming down to the potluck tomorrow? That was actually me talking. If you're listening, it's not Libby. I don't want to confuse anybody.
Let's get these
Well,
kids up here.
There you go.
I think anybody watching this isn't going to be confused at all. And the bleep doesn't really work in a video format.
No.
Because my lips aren't moving. Here,
If
do
I
you want me
put
to
my lips
mouth a bad
behind
word?
us.
I mean, Victoria knows exactly what we're talking about, the wind voice.
She's probably in her car right now going, and we put some boys in the choir loft and they sang a song.
Sit right here on this pew by me. I can't.
my
Yeah, I'm just
God.
doing Chris's wind voice now. That's not even
This is
my
your
voice.
impression of
This is-
Chris doing an impression.
We're losing the
Grow.
the dialect.
Don't stop at Connect. And you know what? Sometimes it's not a church that thinks that's okay. Just people get comfortable because Connect is so fun.
Yeah, no church is like, we do not want discipleship at this church.
Yeah. What is that? Like just a club?
Yeah, it's.
No
but I
church
think that what I was trying to say, and what I should have said, is that sometimes you get into rhythms and you play to your strengths. And some churches have a strength of connecting, but they forget, or the grow element is less emphasized and seemingly forgotten, or like old systems of growth. Like maybe, I hate to call it Sunday school because I do think there is a place for it. In fact, it's actually probably a genius model where you have small groups scheduled while everyone's already going to be there at the building.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave.
You already got your shoes on.
We should go back to Sunday school, honestly.
I know some churches that are doing it.
There's a lot of them because it makes too much sense. But the problem is, the reason a lot of churches went away from it is because it just became something you did, and it was like, we're just open up the quarterlies, and we're going to go through this, and sister so-and-so or brother,
So-and-so.
somebody from Win, just they're going to
Jebediah.
crack open the thing.
Sunday
and-
school was legit in Win. I'm not talking people from Win. If you're listening right now, thank you
They knew
for
about
the church.
They knew how to do it.
and everything that you did for me growing up.
Yeah, if it's something that's like driven with passion and purpose, it's going to be fantastic. But
Yeah.
it just can't be some old relic that's just left behind.
We do this because we're supposed to do it.
So that's what I'm trying to say. But so like, it's so important that for City Church that we have the vision of connect, grow, where we connect with God, connect with others, where we grow in our spiritual maturity, and we also serve. And none of those things overshadows the other, but it's
you need all of them.
threefold mission where all of them are essential, important, and practiced. Well, not good.
That was good.
We should cut that.
You
know, like how they do reels and
that'll
stuff?
That'll be our clip.
That'd be a good one.
It was really good.
I've kind of ruined it by talking about it.
Now you cut that part out
Okay.
for the real.
I'm learning how to do all this. But so, yeah, you grow. So City Church can't just be about gathering a crowd. We don't want to just be a bunch of connectors where our mission is we exist to help people connect and connect in other ways and then connect also in some more ways that are super fun. Like we want to go deeper as well. Connections, it's horizontal. You want to gather, you want to bring people in, more people to faith, more people to Jesus, you're gathering. Grow is more vertical.
Yeah.
It's going deeper, higher.
Ooh,
all
it's like
those
that old
things.
song, Deep and Wide.
Oh my gosh.
I
Daniel,
learned that in Sunday school.
can you sing it as a worship leader right now?
Oh gosh.
In your wind voice.
Deep and Wide.
Oh my gosh. It's like you're from there. That was incredible.
Oh, man.
I've never been to Wynn, so honestly, if you're from Wynn, which I know your parents are probably listening, like, sorry that you became the butt of our joke. I've never been there.
Yeah, this is sort of a unique night.
This
even
is
for
all Libby's impersonation that I'm rolling off of. She's just really bad at doing those
two
voices.
people from Wynn, and they are both great.
Yeah.
You know 4 people.
Yeah.
My parents, Emmy,
lots of
and Victoria.
lots of folks
And
from Wynn.
her parents.
We could be like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Wynn West.
That's a good name.
We just need to work on our accents.
WW.
All right. So we grow also so we can have a deeper understanding of God that leads to more purpose in life, more depth, more joy. But you want to live a life that's fulfilling. You don't want to just go through life and check the boxes, and because what's going to happen is you're going to end depressed.
Yeah.
It's like people that, they just don't push themselves. They always end up feeling
Empty.
small.
There's nothing there. There's no
it's
substance.
like, where's the rest that I was promised? Where's the overflowing life abundance?
Yeah.
Where's that at? And so I think deep within every person, there is this need for more. There's this strive for more, and not in a worldly way where we're trying to get more possessions, but
Yeah.
more of God, more of our purpose and what we're supposed to do with our life. And maybe that means less of the world and less of what everything the world has to offer. But I think everybody wants more, and we just get it mixed up with what more is. So we feel like if you want to go deeper, you want more, you want to grow, that happens in discipleship. And it's not about knowing everything and getting to this point where you can just debate people and win and dunk on people and just like be this excellent, YouTube star that can.
I know everything about the Bible.
Right? Yeah. That's not the goal. In fact, that's not me at all. Oftentimes, I don't know what the answer is, to be honest with you. I'll have to look it up. But the goal is taking the next step. And we talk about that all the time. Is God lays out steps, and we just have to be faithful and follow the one that He lays out in front of us.
Keep going. Keep moving towards Him.
Yeah. So let's look at the Bible. Speaking about growing in
It's a
knowledge,
good place to start.
It's encouraged and expected in the Word. So I'll have Daniel read this first one, Colossians chapter 2, verse 7.
Yeah, it says, "Let your roots grow down into Him, and let your lives be built on Him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you were taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness."
Oh my gosh, so good. Talks about so many things we already talked about.
Yeah.
You will overflow. You'll be full, overflowing more. You're going to have a greater understanding. And it comes from growing the roots down,
Yeah.
letting your life be built on him.
You know
then
what
your
else?
faith will grow. It's very vertical.
Roots, when something bad happens, having deep roots means you don't shrivel up and die. You gotta have those roots.
Yeah. Read the last part again. I don't have the whole thing on here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, did you already flip over?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, then your faith will grow strong in the truth you were taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness.
Okay, so your faith will go strong in the truth that you're taught. So this is a discipleship element. So you want to be under somebody. You want to have, you want to be discipled, and it's an important part. And then it says the last part there, and then
You will overflow with thankfulness.
that's interesting. Thankfulness there. That's what you overflow with.
Yeah, you don't overflow with pride
Spirit.
or
Even spirit, like
Yeah.
even like good things, like because if you like do a deep dive into like your faith, it's like what's the result? It's interesting that the result is thankfulness. It's not the word I thought that was going to be tagged there at the end.
yeah, but you're just
Yeah.
I guess as you understand God more, you're more and more thankful for what he's done. You just have better realization of who he is and what our lives are like with
Yeah.
him. As you understand it more, there's more reasons to be thankful.
Yeah. Well, it's why one of our core values is we have grateful hearts,
Yeah.
because the result of all this should be gratefulness. If we have that, it's a sign that our faith is growing deep and we got roots. I love it. I love it. It's great. And then let's look at Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. You got that one, Daniel?
Yep. 15.
Yep.
Instead, we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church.
Okay. Growing in every way more and more like Christ. That's what we want. You know, the goal is to be like Christ, and growing is definitely something that we have to do in order to be closer to him.
Yeah.
The growing is part of the process of being like Christ. You don't just become like Christ. It's not something that just happens. You have to grow into that. And so that's
Through practice and habit and just day by day.
yeah,
You don't wake up
it's a
one day and
process.
you're perfectly at peace with
It's
that.
important. So we believe that those who grow, that it leads to stability, maturity, and that fruit, results in their life, and whether it's in their ministry or if it's in their life, their relationships, whatever it might be, there's going to be fruit that develops from growing closer to Christ. You don't grow close to Christ without results. It's going to produce something, and it's going to produce life in some way. So that's the goal.
And stability. What a good word. That's so true.
Well, yeah. I mean, our lives are not stable at all. Without Christ, we're just
Thrown about.
ships without a sail, wherever we go, it's where we go. But Christ gives us that sail, gives us that wind, gives us that rudder to help steer our lives into purpose and more and growth. And in the end, we'll be more and more like him.
What's that verse where Paul's like getting on to people for being babies? And he's like, you shouldn't need milk anymore. You should be eating meat. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to practice what I preach today. I don't remember which one that is.
Yeah.
But
I know it's Paul,
yeah.
and he's like scolding somebody.
Yeah.
Not scolding, encouraging them to stop.
It's like you need some meat. Yeah. Okay, so to bring our vision into this, we have this everybody vision where we want to be a church where everybody grows, everybody serves, and everybody connects. Everybody connects, everybody grows, and everybody serves.
If you're in our influence, we want you to be a part of this. You can't be left out of any of it.
And we believe that through that it leads to life transformation. And it's like this wheel that keeps turning. And we believe everybody's doing it. Lives are being transformed, and the mission is moving forward. And what does that look like if everyone's doing it? Like if everybody was being discipled and growing in their roots And the result was everybody had a heart full and overflowing of thankfulness. What does that look like as a church body? Imagine a church where that's everybody that's
everybody's growing. You know, what wouldn't happen if everybody was doing that? This hasn't happened to our church, but you know, the churches where people get sideways about, well, I don't like that we got these new hymnals and this carpet isn't what I wanted. Yeah. Just like sideways stuff. Those arguments wouldn't even matter anymore because your focus would be just on Jesus, on the right stuff. You'd be growing. You'd be so deep that it's like, oh, it doesn't, like, I'm not going to get in an argument with my brother and sister in Christ because like you would just be so focused and so stable on what really matters. And it's hard to stay there. The other things are so distracting and so easy. It really takes effort to grow in that maturity.
I think if everyone's growing and everyone ends up with that full overflowing thankfulness, think about the depth of everything else. Like we talked about at the very beginning, how it's very vertical. Think about if you took think about it this way. If everybody's connecting and we're gathering and bringing people in to God, right? Mm-hmm. It's wide. It's wide and it's vibrant and it's great, but also it's deep. Like if everyone's doing it, then people are coming into a rich, like saturated, holy thing, like the church.
Yeah.
And it's very, very powerful for one. There's a great unity, as you were saying, but it's just so much more effective. There's this spirit, there's this power that's just tangible.
People want to be there. Their lives are changed. They can see that it's going to happen. Yeah. This is where I want to be. Also,
there's enormous amount of fruit.
Yeah.
Like it's a bountiful harvest. And so you're coming in, you're not coming into like empty cupboards, think about like you come into like a shack in the woods and there's like cobwebs and there's,
nothing.
Rusty, creaky cabinet doors and nothing in there but like a can of
beans. Definitely beans.
And like sardines, like a thing of sardines. That's all that's left. And that's all that everyone's sharing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I was hoping for more than this.
This is shelter, but I don't want to stay here.
But imagine, you ever been to like the Fayetteville farmer's market? Mm-hmm. I haven't been in years. I need to go again. That would be a good summer activity.
Let's hang out outside of the church.
Right? Yeah,
everybody, let's go.
You ever been to that before? You're stuck up here too much. We haven't been since we moved to Springdale. But when we first moved here, we were like, oh, this is the greatest thing. We're like, cool. But imagine what that looks like. If you've never been before, you go to the square downtown and there's tents set up and there's fruit stands and there's flower stands and there's people playing music on the corner.
Somebody made soap or like they're doing, like they have yarn and stuff.
Yeah, there's demonstrations and it's just lively. Someone's selling like donuts or
all of us something. Really love this. Everybody here brought something that they're passionate about that everybody else is excited about too.
Yeah. Like imagine walking into something like that, where every table's full on display and everything's free.
Ooh.
And it's packed and it's full of life. That's what I think it looks like.
If everyone's connecting.
Imagine coming into a place like that though. Imagine coming into a place where everybody's connecting, everybody's growing, everybody's serving. And it's just like, oh my gosh, this place is so alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It makes me think of like, if you drive a car that has the governor on it, there's a limit there. Whereas this is like a car that doesn't have a governor, doesn't have a limit. It's like wherever you want to send us, wherever you want us to go, we are ready.
Yeah.
How fast are you trying to drive, bro?
I mean, Autobahn.
You got that Hemi?
I got the Hemi.
Got that Hemi.
I really do want to drag you.
Oh yeah, we can do it.
Truck versus truck.
This is back to connect, find fellowship outside of the church, doing something illegal.
I smoked some guy last night driving a Cummins.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I smoked him. I should probably bleep that out because it's illegal.
Congratulations.
There are tracks, so we can do it legally.
It stopped at
anyways.
35 miles an hour. So
No.
Woo!
Those first 30. Yeah, you smoked them those
I didn't
first
break the
30
law.
feet. You know,
there literally was a lot of smoke because it was diesel. But anyway,
yeah. To me, that's if you're in a church that everybody's connecting and everybody's growing, the overlap there of, you're inviting people in, you're bringing them into your sphere of influence. And something my parents used to say to me when I was a kid, it was like, you're a reflection on us, And,
yeah.
And so I kind of think the same thing we're a reflection on who God is as believers. And so the deeper you grow, I kind of imagine, is you got a clean mirror, that you can see a perfect reflection. And then you got, like the old school, like silver mirrors that are all, you can't hardly see, or it's like, a foggy mirror or something that you can't really see anything in there. But to me, if you've got everybody growing and discipling, now instead of just having one mirror, there's a whole slew of mirrors all over. And so you can see who God is everywhere.
Yeah, that's really good.
He's not just right there. It's more like, I don't know.
Everything
like
is
kaleidoscope or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, like,
Ooh, I like
a
that.
mirror maze.
Yeah.
Less spooky though.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Means me think of King's Kaleidoscope, the band.
Yeah.
And like they brought new meaning to that term. That's kind of cool.
If it is like a mirror house, maybe it's one that Sam can't get lost in.
Poor Sam.
He
He's
shouldn't
still
have gotten
actually today
separated.
wandering around.
There's a song about lost in your love somewhere, right?
Yeah. That's funny, man. That was a good one. Good reference there. That was from staff meeting or a staff retreat. We went to a mirror maze to bring somebody in.
I was like, I'm going to go first. I'm going to beat all these losers. I was ready to win. I got 2 steps away from everyone and it scared me. I turned around. I was like, I'm not going alone. I don't care how long it takes.
I was going
weird.
through and I was like tapping the windows because I was like,
You're not running face.
I'm not going to run. I'm not going to be a grease streak on this mirror. It's like a face imprint. And that's not going to be me.
Kool-Aid man just straight through.
It was pretty impressive.
Pastor Sam went back to the beginning. He got
He was
out.
like, I was like, where are you? He's like, I made it through. He's like, no, you didn't. We're at the exit. It's like, yeah, I'm out.
He was like, I don't have to do this. This has nothing to do
I
with
was
the
like,
Bible.
are you at the beginning? He's like, yeah, I'll meet you around back. It's so funny.
I don't blame him. It was
He
harder
figured
than
it out.
expected.
He got out of it. So you got to give him props for that. All right, so let's get into this action plan. The first one is very similar to the first part of Connect, but it has to do with Connect Group. So the first one is join a Connect Group and attend consistently. So what does Connect Group look like? We don't have a lot of them right now. In fact, we only have, we kind of count like Wednesday night as them as well, but we're getting ready to get into that as well. But we all attend my Connect Group, and spoiler alert, we're about to start another one with Bradley. That's coming soon.
That's exciting, yeah.
And I'm excited about that because we need another group. But what does it look like to...
Thursday night, women's night. That's a Connect Group.
Yeah, we got other groups, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like specifically...
On Sunday night.
Our Connect Group. Maybe like this, I don't know. Yeah. What does our group look like?
Well, there's an element of fellowship. We eat. And then there's an element of grow. We talk about the Bible together. We ask questions. We share what the Bible means to us. We learn from each other. Talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pray together.
Yep. That's exactly what it's like. And it also looks like interrupting Pastor Chris.
What are you talking about right now?
700 times.
I think we would all be better at it. And I'm always on Kara's side, but she is distracted because I think everybody's at her house. I think she helps lead us away from true focus.
Kara?
I think she does.
I agree. Sometimes I'm like, what?
Well, like she's always got like an eye on the kids, or like something happens, or she like needs to say something to somebody on the side and it's really funny and appropriate. I just think that
She's the greatest distraction. Is that what you're trying to say?
Second to the kids. The kids, as soon as we get serious.
Oh man,
We probably got the kids and then the dogs,
it's okay. She doesn't listen to the podcast.
and then maybe Kara.
I feel like
She does sometimes.
I feel like Kara's getting too much blame here from Libby, who is also guilty.
No, I never. I'm always on task.
Yeah.
Focused.
So the point is, we have a lot of fun. We let it get off. The kids come in and interrupt us. You know, we have these bells for some. We should remove them for the small group. We don't.
The dogs need to be able to ring those bells.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. It's crazy. It's chaos, but it's real. It's life, and we're all okay with it. I mean,
Yeah, it's not a serious
It's
class.
a beautiful mess.
it really is, honestly. And so we go through the sermon, or we watch Chosen together. So when the new season comes out, that's what we're going to do is watch Chosen, season 5.
Yep.
5, yeah.
I think it's the 15th.
So we got like, what is in the Bible? What isn't in the Bible? Why would they add that if it's not in the Bible? And we kind of wrestle with that. And I don't know. The thing is like, we've been doing this for years, and I really know these people really well.
I love when somebody says like their prayer is just so honest. It's not like, you know, the fluff prayers like, oh, pray for me to have safe travels or something. Like those prayers are real and good. But when somebody's like, I don't know why God did this and I'm upset. Like I want to pray about it. This is really going wrong. Like that feels so real. It's just so helpful to be with other people who are working out their faith at the same time.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the prayer aspect of it too, because it's like everybody who's been going to your group has been going for a very long time, and there's a lot of relationship there and a lot of trust.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it feels like family. You're safe to be more open than you would be on maybe just Sunday morning in the sanctuary.
Yeah. You making space
Yeah.
for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So why do you think this format is needed? Because we're kind of loosely talking about the same thing. We kind of go over the sermon a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit more application or something. But why do you think it's so important to meet the same day, go over the same stuff? Why is that important to you guys specifically?
I think it allows time for response. It's more like two ways playing off of each other. I think is a big part of it. It helps it stay longer, helps it mean more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you time to think about it between Sunday morning and Sunday night, and then you get to discuss it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm a process guy, and a lot of times it's helpful to like hear other people kind of talk through some
For sure.
things
Yep.
in the message, and just kind of help me process those thoughts even more and give me maybe a perspective that I
Yeah.
didn't originally have, that I'm like, that probably makes more sense than what I was originally thinking.
Yeah.
And it's just good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, because sometimes I'll throw out a question and it's like, well, that's not at all what I was thinking when I wrote this.
It's
Yeah.
funny seeing your face
Yeah. I'm like,
with some answers.
Okay.
yeah, I've learned how to move on from questions, certain things, or like, okay, we're going to say that for another day, or like, it's okay, you know. And like it goes back to like, it's not about knowing everything, and we allow there to be vulnerability of like, listen, this is something I don't understand at all. Why is this the way that it is? I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. That's the
Yeah.
simple bit of it. I think about like Billy and Teresa when they started coming to the church. They're coming in and kind of gauging things and trying to find their place and figure things out. But they jumped on into our small group pretty early, and they don't miss. And,
No, they
and
don't.
If we do miss, they're like, hey, why are we not meeting? Like, we need to be, like, I hate that we're taking breaks. Like, we take off for like, well, of course, fourth Sundays, and we take off for holidays like Mother's Day and Father's Day. So we could be with families and stuff like that. And they're like, if it's been a couple of those in a row, she's like,
We got to meet.
We got to meet. Like, we got to get back to this. And it's just interesting to see like how fast that it progressed into, new members, and it kind of put them into a warp of, we're going into warp speed, and we're going to be very involved, very active in the mission of the church, growing actively together. And anyway, it's been cool to see their growth through it. And I give, Teresa was on the board. Billy's extremely involved and locked in. And, I give small group, Connect Group, a lot of credit to that assimilation process. So
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, the next one is come to family nights, Wednesday night.
What?
So
I love family night.
I do too. And it's something that it took us a long time to get off the ground and get rolling. But when family night seems to be like the answer. And to me, it has a lot of upside. I think it's great the way it is. And I think there's still a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
Like realistic potential, not like, well, it could be great someday. And I think we're heading there. And I think it's awesome. So it's a multi-generational, multicultural discipleship night, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I would put it in discipleship grow category to me.
Yeah.
We have Bible studies for adults. We have teenagers meeting, and we're building community. A lot of that's connect, but a lot of it's also grow.
I make a big
tension.
point in youth, like almost mean, being like, I'm not here to only have fun. We could do that anytime. I want us to know God more. That's why we came here tonight.
Yeah.
And like, I think we expect it now. I think in the beginning, it was like harder to like, oh, let's play a game, or like, I don't want to do that. But it just becomes something that we're going to do. We're going to talk about the Bible. We're going to talk about how the Bible reminds you of Minecraft, and
stuff comes up.
Yeah.
What's so cool though about that is when you declare those things. I mean, essentially what you're doing is the same thing we're doing on Sunday morning. It's like, hey, we're going to be a church that connects. This is our 3 minutes that we're going to emphasize connect element of this. And I mean, obviously that's not the whole inclusive plan, but that's what we're going to do, as a church. And so what you're doing is you're establishing culture, and it's really so valuable. And I've seen it with my own daughter that's in it. She's got the paper, the scriptures on it, and she's got her Bible, and she's underlining, and she's reading, and she's staying up with her reading plan. And she's seen a lot of growth this last year because of that doubling down on growth and reading the Bible. She's seen a lot of growth.
I don't know what it is. Sometimes it feels like Sunday morning, like, oh, this isn't for me. I know that feeling. Like when I was a teenager, like, oh, when I'm an adult, this will matter.
Yeah.
But like Wednesday night is like, this is for you. You can start now. Now is the time.
Yeah.
It just feels really personal. I love it.
Yeah. And so there's stuff for teenagers, kids. Obviously, the worship is in English and Spanish. And worship is a huge part of Grow as well. We don't talk about that part enough probably, but we do feel like worship is a part of connecting with God and initially, but also growing in your faith, because I believe, to me personally, that's when God speaks to me a lot. And I don't know if that's like the most appropriate way to put it, but for me in my life, that's a lot of growth is happening.
Well, like you just
in that.
Like singing about God and being in that spiritual mindset with him, you learn a lot about who he is in those moments. It's something that sticks with you that I think you don't always understand just reading something on the page. Yeah. But that's something that music really does.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's like it goes to my soul. So family night's huge. It's important. It's fun. We get together for worship. We split into all these Bible studies right now. Our adult Bible studies going through themes of the Bible, and it's just so important. It's incredibly important thing to do, and so I love it. The last one is jump into a Bible study or reading plan. This is one that I don't think we have like the clearest path. But if you want to be involved in this, we have the Facebook private group. We have the group me for men and women's. And, of course, we have men's Bible study in the mornings, which that's the best way to be a part of the men's Bible study. Bible reading plan. And then we have the women's Thursday night Bible study as well. And they also are on a plan to go through the Word together. And so we use the Bible app, the YouVersion Bible app, helps guide us through. Right now, we're doing Terry Lee Cobble's got the Bible recap. And I don't know about you, Jake. Me and Jake have talked about it a lot. Like, I'm learning a lot.
It's good. It's good. She brings a element of the history to her interpretation.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's good. And I don't know. I'm just learning a lot in it.
I know it's for the men, but like he listens to it when I'm around a lot, and it is really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
We think we want to double down on that next year because there's just so much. There's so much vertical depth that we can get from that. So we're definitely going to be diving deeper into that in the future because it's such a good resource. But the way to get involved in that is through these men's or women's studies or being a part of our family groups. And so.
Yeah, and you can start, there's always oh, this Bible plan ended. When are we going to start another one? Like, there's always different times, but you can start a Bible plan on your own or invite someone to do it with you. I mean, I think those are great ways to have accountability, to get you in the Word every day. Just to give you a place to start, because sometimes it's like, okay, I want to grow. Wow, this Bible is really big. I don't know where to start. It's such a good way to do it in the Bible app.
Yeah. So if you'd like more information about that, join our GroupMe. Hit us up on the website if you don't know how to get a hold of us. Talk to one of us. I mean, if you're part of the City Church, hopefully, you probably are if you're watching this. We can get you the information for sure, and it's definitely an invaluable resource to get plugged into.
So yeah, those are our three.
Yeah, and
three suggestions.
This is none of these action plans are comprehensive, every single way to grow at the City Church. There's obviously, coming to church, you hear a lot of great sermons. We have one-on-one discipleship, which is a way I've taken a lot of men through these. There's a lot of opportunities for that, for one-on-one discipleship. And we definitely, can push that and push you towards other ways to grow. But it doesn't happen by accident. It's just one step at a time. And these are some great first steps to take. Very
easy. This is practical. Just try one of these things and it'll lead to something else. It'll lead to something great.
Yeah. And we developed this because last year we said just do one thing a week. We said commit to coming to church every week and then do one thing else every week. So we're not saying do all of these things, but I think the +1 is probably cutting us a little short on being involved in the whole mission. So maybe choose one thing for each thing and then add to it as you grow. Yeah,
we're not trying to hang out with you every single day of the week.
No, we don't need you up here all the time. That's not the purpose. We just need to keep growing and heading in the right direction. And this is a great way to start. So my challenge is pick one next step. Pick just something to do. Show up to family night or join a group or start a Bible reading plan with somebody. Don't just start a Bible reading plan. We should already be doing that anyways. Do it with somebody because the accountability is where the magic is because you're doing it with somebody. That's how we help each other grow as we consistently push people towards growth. And I love this line here. It says, growth is gradual, but consistency compounds. And that's what we want. That's what the accountability is going to do. And that's what this vision, this mission will do in your life. So yeah, grow into more. I promise you, you won't regret it. And even if it's not a part of City Church, at whatever community you're in, whatever stage in life you're in, push towards growth because that vertical growth is going to make a huge difference for your life. And you will not regret it. So, absolutely. Yeah. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for listening or watching. And we'll see you on the next one for the last part of our action plan. Thanks for listening to the CGS podcast with your host, Chris Rathbaum. We really appreciate you listening today. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe. That way you'll get notifications every time we post, which should be once a week. If you like this content, want to learn more about our church, visit citynwa.com. There you can find our full messages. Plus, if you want to plan your visit to the City Church, that's a great place to do it. Thanks for listening today. Hope you have a great day.